Have you ever thought to yourself, I would love to adopt a child, but I just can't be a foster parent because it's going to break my heart when that child leaves my home to go back to their parents and I just can't take the heartbreak? If that's you and you've ever thought that, you are not alone. There are so many hopeful adoptive parents out there who think the exact same thing. And so I wanted to share with you guys just my story. I became an adoption lawyer because really my heart and my passion is to help foster care kids. That's really why I became a lawyer. I wanted to advocate for them and be a voice for them in the system. And so when I became a lawyer and started working in juvenile court, man, were my eyes opened. I mean, the system is so broken. So many of the kids just kind of get caught in the system, which is not really helping them most of the time. And the families are just broken. So it was a very heartbreaking experience to see really how broken the system is, not just that, but how many families really need help and are hurting, with drugs and alcohol and mental illnesses. And kids are just caught in that cycle and they can't get out because unfortunately that's the life that their parents have chosen. And so working in juvenile court for a few years was very tough. And so what I want to tell you that in all of the difficulty and seeing how broken the system was and seeing all of these things, the one thing that I noticed was that I a lot of times was one of the healthiest persons involved in the case as far as the family is concerned, right? I mean, there are so many other people that are involved in the case. You've got your caseworker, you've got the guardian ad litem, you've got the attorney, you've got therapists and psychiatrists and all kinds of people involved in the system. But what I mean is, like, as a guardian ad litem for my children or for the parents, and also as an attorney for them, I was a voice. I could really be that person who could a lot of times talk sense into them or explain the law to them and really encourage them to do the things that the court was ordering them to do so that they can get their kids back in their home. And so I got to see a lot of the different sides of the juvenile court system. And what I found out, what helped me get through those years of working in juvenile court, even though it was heartbreaking, was knowing that I was making a positive difference in those kids' lives. I really was, because so many of my kids would ask me, like, can we like do things together? Can you come and hang out with me? Can you do this with him? Can you do that with me? Because they wanted me to be around. They saw a level of healthiness that they hadn't seen before in other adults. So I'm telling you all of this to tell you that my encouragement to you, I know that foster care is hard. Okay, it is hard, and it's not for the faint of heart. You really have to get in there knowing that your heart is going to break, and really embrace that as part of the challenge of being a foster parent. It is hard, but guess what? Those kids, they really need you to step up. They need you to say, you know what, even though my heart is going to break, and even though this is going to be hard, I'm going to do this for you because you are worth it. Because every single one of those children, they are worth it. They are worth your time. They're worth the effort. And they're worth you taking that time from your family and saying, you know what? Nobody else is advocating for you. Like, I'm going to step in and do it. Even though my heart is going to break, your heart has already been broken so many times. I'm willing to take the risk. And so I guess my encouragement to you would be to see this differently, right? Instead of seeing it as something that's going to, suck the life out of you and be so hard for you, that you flip it around and you look at, man, like, these kids, they have had their heart broken so many times, and I can be a positive influence in their lives, even if it's only for a few weeks, even if it's only for a few months, right? And so I hope that really helps you guys see it in a different way, because that's what helped me work through the juvenile court system and end up loving my kids. I mean, they're so precious, they're amazing, and I miss a lot of them because I don't have their cases anymore. But I know that the time that I had with them was important, that it made a difference in their lives, and that they got to see something that they really haven't seen with their families. So this is my challenge to you. Come with me. Let's be healthy to these kids. Let's give them something that they haven't seen before. And let's put our hearts on the line for the sake of the children. What do you say? Come with me. Let's do it.